Okay, so here we are again, the first Morrissey Friday of 2025. We got another one from Low in High School, this one being In Your Lap, which, I mean, it's intriguing, I will say, but we got to see what this is about. God only knows, so let's go into it. And again, I do want to say the kid on the cover of the album, I found this out recently, I believe is Gustavo's kid, Gustavo Manzer's kid. So anyway, let's get into it. There you go.
The Arab Spring called to us all. The people win when the dictators fall. I heard a bang and an almighty crack, and I just want my face in your lap. The people sing when the warlords all burn. Do not feel sad, it's simply their turn. They tried to wipe us clean off the map, and I just want my face in your lap. I just want my face in your lap. I rescued you in so many ways. You're good for a laugh, that's all you can say. Summer is winter, and winter prevails, and I'm so tired of counting the days. I am so tired of counting the days.
Piano, man.
The security force is always the worst. Government advised, they're spraying our eyes. They live to kill, and they love just to harm. And I'm dreaming of touching your arm.
There it is, and the fade out. My God. Okay, so Morrissey and In Your Lap. Well, that's a happy way to start off 2025 with Morrissey. Okay. So, and coming into this, like I said, I was thinking, is this song going to be sexual? In your lap. I mean, are there going to be some double entendres? And I would say maybe there are. But at the same time, when you talk about in your lap, again, the thing that comes to mind is Morrissey kind of being witty and humorous. But here, I would just say we're talking about, of course, he talks about in the first line, the Arab Spring called to us all. And we're talking about that. We're talking about being in a country with war, or countries with war, whatever, talking about war anyway, and finding solace in somebody and someone, or you could even say something, but of course it feels like at least Morrissey, or the narrator here, finds solace in and the touch of another person, the touch of all you need, again, love goes a long way in these kind of situations, these hard situations for somebody in a country that's going through so much political or social problems, or however you want to put it. And Morrissey, I feel like, is kind of talking about that, obviously, here. But yeah, it's just, and you talk about dictatorship, and it just, I mean, from the get-go, the first verse just reveals so much, and it's just so much coming at you. And then you talk about the lyrics being so much, but his voice is so commanding, and I always say the word, he has so much conviction here. I mean, I was saying it on to his every word, especially because of his spacing and how he was delivering these vocals very, I don't know if I'd say menacingly, but it was methodical, I guess you would say. The piano here from Gustavo, the piano and Morrissey were what basically made the song for me. Those are the two things I remember most now. But that piano from Gustavo, with how commanding that is, how brooding it is, it added to the whole, the thick, dark atmosphere here. Just again, that piano was brooding, it was dark, it was haunting, it was, but at the same time, beautiful. It almost reminded me of like a classical kind of sound, way back in the Johann Sebastian Bach days. I don't know, that kind of thing came to mind. Again, it just had the classical feel to it. And as I saw in a comment here too, on a page I'm looking at, this sound almost sounds like it could be like in a musical. The song could be a musical, that kind of a thing. Because again, it's just so dramatic, and there's just so much, and it's just so heavy. It's a heavy ballad again, and I don't think I mentioned already, but I wanted to mention that this is the track 7 on the album, and then we have before this, I Bury the Living. So that's 2 heavy songs back to back. I mean, good lord. And before I Bury the Living is Spent the Day in Bed, which is a pretty jaunty song itself. But anyway, yeah, 2 heavy songs back to back. It's like, Jesus Christ, slow and methodical, like it said, and brooding really is the word that especially comes to mind here. But yeah, talking about some I guess you would say just some unstable times. I mean, my goodness gracious, you can put it that way. But yeah, anyway, I just like how Morrissey can talk about this stuff anyway, give his 2 cents in a way, and also give so much feeling to it, so much passion to it. And I guess we'll get into these lyrics now anyway. So, my goodness, the Arab Spring call to us all. The people win when the dictators fall. And I don't know if he's being facetious in any way, because maybe he's talking about, because I guess we'll go on. Hold on, I'll talk about that in a minute. I heard a bang and an almighty crack. Again, the detail here is immaculate, my goodness. And I just want my face in your lap. And again, it's just, there is a bit of a, oh, okay, goodness gracious. But at the same time, I just want my face in your lap to get away from it all again. Or as well, could he be talking about too, is there a double entendre where he would also like to have relations? Anyway, the people sing when the warlords all burn. Do not feel sad, it's simply their turn. And now, I know this album is not that old. I think it's from 2017, I believe, or 2018. But anyway, especially with what happened at the end of 2024 there, and CEOs running for their lives sometimes, that's what this reminds me of. The people saying as the warlords burn. It's just like it was their turn to die. So I don't know. That just reminds me of the whole Luigi thing that happened not too long ago. Now, they tried to wipe us clean off the map, and I just want my face in your lap. I just want my face in your lap. So again, it seems like Morrissey, or again the narrator here, is not on, maybe he's on one side anyway, but he's just like, he's looking at both sides, and he's just like, oh my goodness gracious. He just wants to run away and go into this person's lap, or go, feel the touch of somebody anyway. Find solace in somebody else, because he just can't put up with this at all. So that comes to mind. And I was saying earlier, is Morrissey kind of being witty here? Is he being facetious in the way of saying, the dictators fall, but that didn't help. As much as maybe people thought it would. I don't know. We still have a lot of problems. Either way, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to talk about here to digest anyway with what's going on in these places that he's talking about. But anyway, it sounds like such a fucking stupid thing to say. It's so milk and toast. But anyway, I rescued you in so many ways. You're good for a laugh. That's all you can say. Summer is winter, and winter prevails. Again, I don't know. I like the detail of these lyrics anyway. And I'm so tired of counting counting down the days. I'm so tired of counting down the days. And again, I would just say more of the same from the first verse. I rescued you in so many ways. Again, we're talking about a relationship with somebody here, you would say. Summer is winter and winter prevails. And I don't know if that's just a talk, because there's not much about the song I see on the interweb here. So I'm just going off of my own big fat head. But maybe because winter is so cold, and I don't like winter. I mean, I know some people do, but I don't. I like summer a lot more than winter. And maybe he's talking about winter prevails as in that, you know, the ugliness prevails, or the cold, harsh times prevail. You know, that's all that I'm seeing around where I live. And I'm so tired of this. I'm counting down the days, so tired counting down the days. Again, it's so detailed in that way too, as I was talking about, and it's just such a big feeling, a big sound, obviously, but a big. These lyrics talk about such big problems. I mean, my God. Anyway, then we have the last verse, and I love, again, there's no choruses, just verses, because that's I wouldn't expect anything less. And why would there be a chorus? I guess in a song like this, with this kind of these kind of lyrics. The security force is always the worst. Oh, tell me about it. The government advised they're spraying our eyes. Again, just more of the same, talking about these protocols, not protocols, I guess you would say, but these things that are happening. The government advised they're spraying our eyes, you know, for being, you know, bad, whatever it is, you know, spraying our eyes. We're getting treated like shit over here. They live to kill, and they love to just harm. Again, they love to kill, but they also love to just harm. It's just, you know, they're just scoundrels. Good Lord. Anyway, and I'm dreaming of touching your arm. Again, all of this is going on. War is going on. We have these people, we're getting our eyes sprayed with mace, whatever you want to say it is. And again, these people love to kill, and they love to just harm. They don't want to be, they're never nice. They're always mean. It's such horrible living conditions here. But, and I'm just dreaming of touching your arm, just touching, you know, just a touch. That's all I want. And again, which is a very Morrissey lyric, but it's I don't know, it's at like, you know, level 10 here, just because of everything else that he's already said, you know, and all he's dreaming of is touching your arm. It's just, oh my goodness, it just says even much more than it usually would, because of, again, the detail here and the topic. So anyway, I don't know if it came out right or not, but I just wanted to talk about this, because again, like I said earlier, I do believe, I don't know much about the Arab Spring and exactly what he's talking about here, because I'm not up to date and you know, on the news, or even, I guess, up to date on the news here that was from, you know, the late teens when he wrote this or whatever. But it just, again, I know about the whole finding solace. That is relatable. Whether, you know, you don't have to be in such a bad predicament as the person is in the song, but finding kind of solace when you're in a dark time, even if you're depressed about whatever the hell it is, you know, depression, mental health issues, I don't know, or just, you know, losing your job, whatever it is, or having a bad Christmas, I don't know, as that just passed, but not for, I had a good Christmas, I want to say, but yeah, just finding solace when you're down anyway, and that's relatable to a lot of people, I have to say. And I did see that some people say the song is not as good, because just looking through, you know, some people like it, some people hate it, some people think it's okay, as they say, but I do have to say, I thought it was beautifully haunting in that way, and I thought, I don't know, I just like the piano and Morrissey's voice. I mean, they stole the show for me, and it's not like I wanted it to end or whatever. I thought it was, I just hung on to everything, because again, it was just so dramatic and just so booming. I couldn't believe it. But anyway, I guess that's all I got to say. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching Morrissey Fridays all the way through 2024. Here we are again in 2025. I don't know how many songs I got left to listen to. I don't know if this is the last year or what, but either way, we're going on. So thanks for everything, and I'll talk to you guys again soon.